Kubelaji, Kubegidi, Kubelozu, and welcome to another beautiful episode of Spotlight Nigeria. On today's episode, we'll be spotlighting the Bassa-Nge people of Kogi State. Now, today's spotlight is going to be a bit different because I have an in-house guest that's going to talk to me about the Bassa people. They are known to be a minority group in Nigeria, but today it's going to change. Now, I have Michelle in the studio, who is a Gen Z, and she's from Bassa, Kogi State. So now Michelle is going to debunk every assumption, and we want to see how well Gen Z Michelle knows the Bassa-Nge people. Without further ado, welcome Michelle.
Thank you.
All right, so let's go right into it now.
Right.
Tell me about the Bassa-Nge people.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Well, the Bassa-Nge people are from Kogi State. Well, there are other Bassas from Plateau and Niger, but my Bassa is from Kogi State.
Okay.
And then we migrated from the Niger tribe in the 19th century as a result of conflict. I know most tribes actually evolved from conflict, so ours is not the first. Yeah, so that's the Bassa people. And now we occupy Lokoja, the Lokoja town in Kogi State. Yes.
Okay, that's a lot of history. As much as she knows. Okay, you're doing well. Yeah. All right, so among the many foods in Nigeria, so what is very peculiar? Like, what's the food for the Bassa people?
Okay, we have the elakpa. It's called elakpa, and it is rice, food, and bean soup. It's just like rice.
Sounds tasty.
Rice, yes. Rice, swallow, and bean soup. And if you are from Bassa, you know this food because it's okay. I feel the bean soup is peculiar to, it's almost like the gbegiri of the Yoruba people, and then because and then the rice food is like two.
Okay,
so
from the northern people.
Yes, from the northern people. Yes, so brought together, that's the elakpa, and that's what the Bassa-Nge people. Yes,
I like the sound of that.
And then there's also bongo too. That one is mostly peculiar in they have it in weddings, during wedding ceremonies, and they have the bongo. So yeah.
Okay. All right. So then, when we say Bassa, I used to think sometimes, like in Plateau State, for instance, they have Bassa and some other states like that. So what makes your Bassa peculiar? Is it the Nge that is added to it?
Okay. So the Bassa-Nge, we speak a different tribe from the Bassa-Nkomo in Niger and the Bassa-Nge in Plateau, and the name is used to separate the tribes. Everybody was wearing Bassa before. There was no separation, but then because of the different dialects that we spoke, so they have to just separate. The name is like a separation, from other, because Bassa means one thing, means a particular thing, which is prosperous people, or
she knows her onions.
How do I put it? People that are rich in farming and all those type of things. They are rich, so the separation now has to come in because we speak different dialects. So that's it.
Okay. Yes. Oh, that's beautiful. All right, so now maybe for instance, now I'm walking on the road, or maybe I visit Kogi State. What is the color that I would see on the Bassa people that would make me know, these are the Bassa-Nge people?
As much as they're a minority, the colors are blue, white, and green. Very beautiful combination. And then they are worn. The I feel the wearing of the clothes is close to the buba, like how buba looks. Yeah. So we sew a white. You can sew a white buba and then tie the wrapper and then tie the head tie. And also you can use wrapper. There is a particular wrapper that is used to sew the buba also and tie the wrapper, so you can be worn anyway. Now brides are, because of times are evolving. Most of the times you don't see, if you see Yoruba, you see they'll use their ashoke to sew gowns and use their traditional attire to sew gowns. These days people are using it to sew gowns, and they are making gele material from it. And it's mostly it's becoming more rampant now, and people will get to hear about it.
Watch out, Gen Z girl knows her tribe.
I will do it. Yeah.
Okay.
So despite the buba and all of that, people are now using the materials to make dresses.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yes, and all those kind
that's
of
beautiful. All right. So in the beginning, I said I have to even check my paper. I said Kubelaji, Kubegidi, and Kubelozi. You know that off camera I had to ask you that. How do I greet? So you need to tell me, what does that mean, please? And pronounce it properly.
All right. Kubelaji Bassa-Nge is good morning. Kube Gidi is good afternoon or like good day. And then Kube Lozu is good evening.
Oh, Lozu.
Hey.
I'm sorry. I'm Yoruba.
I'm sorry.
All right, but I've learned that. All right, so now let's go to the assumptions and the myths and some other things like that. Now, I've heard a lot of assumptions about the Bassa-Nge people. So I want to ask you if it is true or if you know whether it is true. So first of all, I heard about the marriage. Yes. So I heard that among the Bassa people, when a bride wants to get married, usually she's not even part of the negotiation of her bride price. But what I heard was that she would, be a part of the negotiation, let's say her price in the whole bride price thing, and maybe even get the money. So is it true?
Well, I spoke to my dad about this.
Okay, she had to speak to her dad.
I had to speak to my dad about it. So actually, in other cultures, they have to, your father's own brothers, that's your uncles, and then some kinsmen will come together. They actually come together to say something. But now the bride has to be the one to be like, okay, this is what I want. Even if you say 10,000, me I want 5,000 or I want 2,000. I don't want.
Also, you can give a suggestion.
Yes, you can give a suggestion, and then they pick it because you are the bride. I feel like for them that's why it's called the bride price. So the wife has to say something about it. But then giving the bride, I'm not sure is something that happens. Maybe it was happening before, but now I don't think so. They will not give you the money, but you are just there because since it's you that they are paying this money for, you have a right. Yes.
So okay, so now you're talking about the reduction of money. So can I suggest, let's say for instance, I'm just saying that for instance now maybe the money is, maybe the uncles and then whatever they suggest 10 million and I'm like on my head 100 million or nothing. Will you work out?
I think it's actually if your husband to be can
afford it.
Yes, your fiance can afford it. He can bring it.
Okay, I like the sound of that.
But the reason I feel like the reason for that is so that they don't put a lot of pressure on the groom because they feel like the girl is going to speak in favor of her fiance. Yes, so to reduce the money.
Okay, sorry, I did not know that.
Maybe so, but giving the money to the bride, I'm not sure about that. If maybe your parents might choose to say, since he chose it, let's give her or all of that, but I'm not sure that won't happen. Okay,
so now your percentage is dropping. You're not very sure. Okay, all right. So now the next assumption that I heard is regarding I heard that the Bassa-Nge people, you please don't marry yourself. Please, is that very true? Like relatives, people are doing cohabitation, people are doing marriage.
So I think one thing about the Bassa people is that, like we said at the beginning, they are not much. Approximately, it's being said that we're like 15,000 people.
Oh really?
But over time, that people have procreated now. That census is cannot apply to now. But I feel like because of the small community nature, you are most likely to do it, but it's not intentional. Now let me give a scenario. Maybe you and the guy that you want to marry now, you met outside of your marriage, but both of you are Bassa, and then you come back home and now realize that maybe this person is even my neighbor, like my next door neighbor. Like, how do I do this? You understand? So it's not. I feel like in the olden days they would have just let it slide because as far as it's not the same mother and the same father, they let it slide and all of that. And at the same time, I feel like if it's not your mom or maybe if it's not your grandfather's lineage or something, I feel like it must have been done, but not intentionally. You just come to realize that okay, maybe this person. And if there are some people that actually did it, I don't know. I've not seen myself. I've not because I've been going for weddings in my place. I've not seen. They are mostly from different villages. You understand? So mostly they'll be from a different village. Me, I'll be from a different village. They can't be from. But we'll be from Bassa local government. Because Bassa local government, the whole of Bassa is one local government. Bassa local
so you're trying to say that even if it still happens, it's not intentional because of the small people. And I also feel like it might not even be happening so much anymore because a lot of people now mixing themselves. You see Yoruba marrying Igbo, this marrying this. So I don't think people really marry their relatives anymore. Okay. All right. So now this is another assumption I heard about the Bassa people and the Nupe people. That you guys, are you people still together or the Bassa people are standing as one?
Please, we are Bassa, we have separated. Please, we are Bassa. We are Bassa-Nge because a lot of misconceptions are common. They'll be like, but you are Nupe now, you speak the Nupe tribe. Yeah. Some people will say you speak the Nupe tribe with a different accent. Quite alright, you might say with a different accent, but we are still separate. That's why we left. If we were the same, we would have been together. So we are Bassa. No. We are Bassa. So let's Bassa-Nge. Let's leave it here.
All right. Yes. I like that you said. Please teach me. I want to. Maybe I have a.
Okay.
Teach me. What was that now that you said?
Is that's us, like that we.
Okay. So do you have something for me like call and response that I can learn?
Okay. If I say you say no.
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 Yeah.
Yeah, try. Let's try it.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
So that's beautiful.
Yes.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
All right. So finally now.
Yeah.
I want to know when last. This one that give me so many facts. When last did you get to Bassa? When last did you go there rather?
Okay. Now I want to say something. I went there last in 2022. I think it was for my grandmother's burial.
Okay.
Or something. And I've been going to Kogi State too, but I've been staying in Ankpa. That's where my grandparents were. And then there are Bassas too in Ankpa. Just that's not where I'm from. But the first time I visited my village was in 2022.
First time?
The first time. Even her, she's shocked. She's shocked.
First time. So that's the first and the last so far?
Yes, so far, but I'm planning to go.
So all this knowledge, you got it from your father?
Yes, my father, my grandmother, my uncles.
Okay, you are safe. I thought you got it from the internet.
No. I try my best not to say what I got from the internet because it's not actually, most of them are not true.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right. So since you went to the village last, that's in 2022. What's the most unique thing about your culture that you can say?
Well, first of all, the Bassa people are very united and since they are, the small population is actually a plus for us because everybody knows each other and we like to stay united. Anywhere you go, like even if you go outside the country, you see Bassa people, they have an association. Everybody wants to be close to Thank you. They want to be close to each other, and it's something that I love about the Bassa people. You say this one, say that they will be calling ourselves our brother, my sister, my brother. It's not as if all of us are brothers and sisters, but because we are Bassa-Nge, you understand? And secondly, I love the music. I just love the music. I love the way they used to dance. In fact, you see me rehearsing in my room, dancing because I love how they dance. I love the music and everything, and I love their dance. They like shaking this. So I love the dance.
Okay, all right. So Gen Z Michelle has said that she loves the dance and she loves the music. So finally, we are going to end on this note. I'm going to give Michelle a beat. And we're going to see if Michelle can actually sing her tribal song. I'm going to give you a beat and then you sing it for me. Yes. Okay? Auntie, ready, go. Let's go. Oh, that's so lovely. She knows her onions.
I can try.
That's beautiful. Anyways, that is all that we can take on today's spotlight. And now I hope you've learned a thing or two about the Bassa-Nge about the Bassa-Nge people of Kogi State. It's also lovely to have you, Michelle, here in the studio.
Thank you for inviting me.
You're welcome. And I hope you now know a thing or two about the Bassa people. That's all we can take on today's spotlight. See you next time. Bye.
Bye-bye.